You have just traveled back 125 years into Idaho history. Some called it the Taj Mahal of the West, but in Boise it was known as the Nat. When it opened in 1892, there were only 4,000 people in Boise. By the time it was torn down, there were over 20,000. Idaho Statesman. The Natatorium is Idaho's pride. It is destined to become one of the features of the whole far West. And in all this broad land of ours, nothing equal to the Natatorium can be found. Chicago Herald. Boise is in more ways than one a unique capital. It is the best-built little town in the world. For one thing, it has the finest natatorium ever conceived of, and its waters are furnished hot by nature itself. Over the years, failed proposals were made to move the resort closer to town. A hotel on site was also planned but never built. Today on this location, you can find the current natatorium and hydrotube, as well as the Adams Elementary School. The White City Amusement Park opened in 1910 for a cost of around $30,000. The park was a very popular entertainment spot until it closed in the 1940s. It was named after a section of the 1893 Chicago World's Fair that had white stucco buildings and appeared illuminated. Dozens of amusement parks in the United States used the White City name. The park included a roller coaster, the scenic railway, which was a half-mile long and 60 feet at its highest point, a bandstand next to you that could hold up to 60 band members, a dancing pavilion that also served as a roller skating rink. The Joy Wheel was a 16-foot wide circle that would spin faster and faster until the riders were thrown off, a fun house with distorted mirrors to entertain all ages, a shooting gallery to show off your gun skills, and a mini railway to slowly tour the property. You could catch the latest silent movies in the moving picture theater. Free movies were also shown outside at night on the screen above the ping-pong arcade. Many concession stands and carnival games were spread around the grounds. In the middle of the scenic railway, you could find a carousel. Live entertainment included daredevils on a trapeze and a high-wire act. Holidays were very crowded. As many as 20,000 guests would stop by the park on 4th of July and Labor Day. Bands would play all day, and fireworks would entertain at night. The 65 by 120-foot plunge used geothermal heat. At 300,000 gallons, it was the second largest indoor pool in the U.S. and claimed to be the largest natural hot water pool in the world. The 170-degree water came from 3 wells over 400 feet deep. The water was said to be medicinal, with many minerals detected in it, including sodium, potassium, ammonium, lithium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, and silica. The water was used to heat many homes and buildings in the warm springs in downtown areas. The plunge had a bad start. The first day was filled with water. A worker who could not swim snuck in at night and drowned. Trained lifeguards were always on duty, but many people still died in the pool over the years. Aquatic carnivals, water polo matches, diving and swimming competitions often drew large crowds. When large events were held at the natatorium, like the governor's inaugural balls, a floor could be placed over the plunge, turning it into a large dance floor. Over 100 dressing rooms, along with Russian and Turkish baths, surrounded the plunge. After your swim, you could enjoy a massage and then rest in a cooling room. When visitors came to Boise, they would always stop by the Nat. In 1903, President Roosevelt visited the natatorium.